Okay, so you've got competitors who are bidding on your branded terms inside of Google AdWords, inside of Google, and they're taking up all your real estate. And now you want to know what you can do to protect your brand and to protect that revenue that's coming in through your brand name. Hi, I'm John Lincoln with Ignite Visibility, and today I'm going to tell you what you can do in this situation. Okay, so first, why is this a problem? Well, the reason that this is a problem is because people who are bidding on your branded name are no doubt on some level getting some people to click on that and to come over to them, and probably getting some of them to sign up. A lot of different campaigns run around this. In fact, I've had clients who have done this. I've had clients who have had their competitors do this to them. I would say that there's definitely a business model to be built off of bidding on other people's name. If they've got that strong brand and you can serve an ad and you can basically offer them a competitive advantage, especially if it's in a very in an industry where people are not really super brand loyal. If they care more about price, they don't really care about who they go with. They care more about just a specific little thing. There's a very good chance that if you serve an ad and it's cheaper or something like that, a competitive advantage, they're going to go over to that competitor and you're going to lose that sale from your own brand name. So that's why this is an issue, and it's definitely something every business should address. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to talk to you about some of the things that you can do. Okay, so the first thing you can do is you can ask them to stop. Yes, that's absolutely true. You can send them an email. You can say, hey, I noticed that you're bidding on our brand term, our trademark that we own as a company, and you are serving ads when people Google my exact brand. Now, this is harder if you have a really general brand name. It's kind of close to a general keyword or something like that. It's a lot easier to do and to kind of show that it's correct and this is actually happening if you have a term that is a little bit more unique. But if you have a term that's a little bit more unique that people are searching for, like Ignite Visibility, for example, then you can go ahead and you can reach out to that business owner. You have the right to really do whatever you want. You could send them something from legal. You could just send them a quick email and say, I'd appreciate it if you quit doing that. And in my experience, every single time that we have done that with either a client or ourselves, it's been stopped. So the business owner on the other end, they feel a little bit weird about it and they stop doing it. They stop bidding on the brand name. Now, in a really, really competitive industry, that might not happen because technically you can bid on competitors' brand names, and I'm going to get into that in a little bit. So the next thing you can do is you can increase your bid on your brand name, so you can be willing to pay more, and Google absolutely loves this, right? So now you've built up this brand name that people are searching for. You might have hundreds or thousands or millions of searches a month, and now you are paying more to bid on your brand name. So if you were only paying a couple bucks per click, maybe you're making that go up to even more per click. And I've seen people who are spending millions and millions of dollars just to bid on their own brand name because competitors, smaller competitors within their space, are coming in and they are bidding on it and trying to get that traffic. So one of the things you can do, you can pay more so that you're at the top. Okay, so another thing you can do is you can inspect their ads for violations. So there's some things that they can't do. So they definitely can't put your trademark brand name or product name within their ad if they're not legally allowed to do that, right? So you can inspect their ads to make sure that that's in a good place. But unfortunately, what they can do is they can bid on those type of things, especially if it's a very general term. So inspect their ads, take a really close look at them, and if there's anything that seems like it might not be legally correct within any type of copy that they could normally have within your industry, then there's definitely grounds for reaching out to them and asking them to stop. In addition to this, if they won't stop, if you submit a valid trademark argument to Google, they will stop them from running those ads. Okay, two more things you can do. So two more things you can do are you can increase your ad rank, right? So increase your quality score, increase your ad rank, make it so that those ads appear higher without having to improve the amount of money that you're spending on your bids. And then another thing you can do is you can develop site links. So creating site link extensions for your ads is going to allow you to take up more of that branded search space, so that even if they are bidding, if you're in that top position with site links, they're going to be much lower and they're not going to get as many clicks. Okay, another thing you can do, you can fight fire with fire, right? So you can go start bidding on all of their branded terms, all their trademark terms, and running ads there. They're going to see that, and then it's going to start some negotiation between the two of you as to, does this really make financial sense for the two of us to be bidding against each other on our own branded terms? So that's another thing you can do. Okay, so at the end of the day, where do I stand on this? Well, it's a really tricky situation. I've definitely seen that people who bid and spend money on their own branded terms see a lift within Google. And so if they're doing that, it's definitely going to pull a huge amount of traffic and conversions away from other channels. So if you're bidding on your own branded terms in AdWords, you are going to lose money in organic and direct and potentially other channels, and it's going to be a much larger expense, which could be tens of thousands or more dollars, but it will raise revenue. So you need to think about that in general. Does that make business sense for, from a business model perspective? And I've run some analysis for some clients on this. As far as you bidding on competitors, yes, you can do that in the ways that I mentioned today, and you could very well turn that into a viable way to get new business and to get new customers. If you do that, you could start a war with your competitors. So I think, this is every individual business owner's decision on how they want to deal with this. I personally do not bid on competitors, but I have seen a lot of campaigns out there that have been successful. So it's up to you to make your own decision on the topic. That's it for today. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you like this video, give me a like and a yes, and I'll see you next time.